Can't wow you with a surprise, but hands up, who wants 15,000? Wow, okay, I thought you were going to be a lot more canny than that and try and trick me, but okay. So, it's not every day I can say this, but I've got 15 grand to give away, and you're all welcome to it, but there is a proviso. So, about a year ago, I was doing some work with the Cornwall Wildlife Trust, and I went to a talk with the Cornwall Seal Group, and they did a talk about what they do every month, and it's like a monthly talk they do. And a lot of it is around photo IDing seals throughout Cornwall, and a lot of their data and the information they're trying to get is to do research to inform on marine areas, have active talks in government legislation around fishing and the like, and also find out where the seals are going, their habitat, and how our seas around Cornwall are populated and what's going on. So they're an active charity based in Hale. So I went to a talk and listened to that and finding out a bit more about them. And then they were like, right, so this month we've identified 500 seals. And it turns out what they do is they have a handful of key volunteers and people from all over Cornwall send them photos of seals that they've seen, and they have to match them up against PowerPoint presentations that they've stored of the seals and so each seal has a unique identification and they can try and match them. So there's many hours that they spend every month trying to ID these photos that come in from the public. And there's groups all around Cornwall, so there's a group on the Lizard that do every day they go out and take these photos. So there's a lot of data coming in, and I think they've got something like 8,000 photos of this. And from that, they can start building up maps of where the seals have been. Obviously, as I said in the mention before, don't tell the seals about Brexit, because I think they go to Europe as well. So it's just trying to build up that picture. And I went to the talk and I was like, this is mad. Surely there's a better way they can do this, and something I can look into to try and help them do that. So interestingly enough, Barney put me onto this and mentioned about Microsoft running this AI for Earth program, and their program is basically to offer grants to volunteers who have got a project they want to do to help the environment, help wildlife, look at our seas, and offer help and support and money to do that. That's quite a big picture. One of the projects that came out was Wildbook, and they do a similar kind of concept where they can actually pattern recognize animals and uniquely identify those animals. So Microsoft run these grants every year, and this year they put it forward. I think Barney mentioned it to me, and basically they offer access to their cloud services, access to their AI trainer materials that they've got, and resources within Microsoft to help you kind of get that up and running. So I decided, well, okay, got nothing to lose. Let's put in a grant with the Cornwall Seal Group Trust and see what comes. And start of this year, they gave us $15,000 of credit on their cloud services, ready to burn. So that was great, but also a bit like, okay, now it's now we got to do something. So what are the project goals? Basically, we're looking to train an AI model based on all the images that Seal Group have identified already. So I think they've identified something like 8,000 seals individually, and have got anything from 1 to 100 images of each seal. And then on top of that, maybe build some public outreach stuff, so through a mobile app or website that people can submit photos and then it runs through the model, and that kind of stuff. And then data mining as well on top of the data they've already got. So that's kind of the project as a whole. But if anyone's interested at all, then please feel free to get in touch, and I'll be welcome for the help and support. That's it. That's all for me.